Hey guys, thought I'd start a little early because I'm sitting here and I wanted to see if the mic issue, if I could figure that mic issue out. I mean, it's showing green dots on my screen like you're hearing me, but we'll wait till some people are on to see if the audio is working at all. I wish there was. I just clicked the mute button. I wish there was an option for me to select where my mic's coming from. Hello, Jenny5. Hey, look at my hats. They came in. I got a whole box of them too. You need to buy a hat. I don't know what to do all these hats I ordered. Send was charging $20 a hat, $5 shipping. Tim at pickuptrucktalk.com. You can do it on PayPal. Yeah, PayPal. Good evening, Edwin. So what's going on today? So besides the hats, which I can do a little style show on the hats, like trucker cap. I think I did a good job. You know, I got, like I said, a whole box of these things. The Toyota TRD Pro video went live today. The Tundra, Tacoma, and 4Runner. That was a cool experience. I got one more video to do, or two. One on crawl control I did with one of their PR people, and then I got Land Cruiser to finish up. Oh yeah. So I got, so there you go. I got the whole box of those. So yeah, get some cash. Send me some cash, and I will ship one out to you. That's kind of my plan. So yeah, I got that done. The Toyota Semi beta is on the damn computer. I ordered. What did I do? I ordered 10 of them. Yeah, just number off the top of my head. Ordered 10. I don't know. We'll see if it goes anywhere. Kind of iffy on doing a lot of that stuff, but I like it. Gives me something to wear when I do my videos, and I think it looks pretty cool. So, you know, it's good enough. Toyota Semi went live. I saw that a couple months ago. I was in Michigan going behind the scenes. That was a tough damn video to put together, by the way. Hey, Doug. That was that profile picture you have. Your Instagram was the water was 38 degrees in Alaska. Damn, that's some cold water, Doug. You ordered 250 stickers in my shop. 250 stickers? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I got tons of stickers. I actually just got this one. Well, hold on. I should back this up. I got Tundra Dude sticker. And then I got it's kind of a joke sticker. I got it on the trip I went camping with Toyota. So if you've ever watched, and I have not seen Tremors in years, but apparently the graboid is the thing coming out of the ground in Tremors. So it's you got to put that sticker on your vehicle. Here's what I'm thinking though: is I'm thinking I may like build a wall behind me, right? And I'm thinking about how I want to do it. But I thought maybe I'd put the stickers on the wall behind me, like, and just kind of get the wall out every time I go up. I don't know. I'm debating how that's going to work, because if I put the wall in the office, I have no place to store it. If you do the ones that open and close, like they retract, it would just destroy these stickers. They wouldn't last. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. So yeah, so many cool videos going out. I swear to you, I'm still working on the chief engineer thing. I'm going to do a video on that too, Tacoma. I'm going to try to get that out ASAP. I've been sitting on that way too long. And yeah, just lots of stuff going on. But I kicked my butt this weekend. I worked on my engine for my book truck. I sent 5 chapters in on Friday. I wrote 10,000 words in 2 days. I spent all weekend working on the book, the engine. I got it painted. I put on, oh goodness, all new gaskets all the way around. Torqued down the head. I had to get new spark plugs. It turns out the engines for the spark plugs are in the head, may or may not go with the engine. The O'Reilly looked it up, and they found it. The spark plugs actually worked for a 71 Blazer. So it's kind of crazy. So I had to get new spark plugs. So I got that done, and then I got I have a bracket missing for my distributor, so I got to find that in my garage somewhere, and I should have that engine done. Then transmission, and then this weekend I'm hoping to do the whole chassis, paint it, shocks, bushings, all that kind of stuff. Replace all that kind of stuff this weekend. We'll see. Hoping to have the book done. I'd like to have it done ASAP, but hoping to get to working on the cab and the interior by the end of this month. But I got Silverado coming up next week. I'm leaving Monday morning. I'll be in Silverado for 2 days. Chevy Silverado launch. I'll be there 2 days. I'm home for 9 days. I go to Newfoundland for like 4 days. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. No, it's not that case. You know what it is? And I can take some photos of it. It's on my Facebook. I can share some photos on Instagram. The way the head is constructed, it's got these, I guess, like valleys where the spark plug goes into. And the typical spark plug is 13/16 hex. And you put that in and screw it in, and you have no room for the socket to go on there at all. So I actually need 5/8 hex size spark plugs for it, and because that's what fits. And so I put them on there, put my anti-seize, tighten them down, little turn with a wrench, worked out great. The 13/16, which is standard size, which O'Reilly lists as all should fit. That my engine 60. If I type in 66 Chevy C10, 250, the 4.1 liter V6, it won't go in. No, I'm not doing the engine speed. This is my book truck. So yeah, it looks like the guy like had the head pulled off or something and switched them out. So that was a disappointing end of the weekend because I worked my butt off like 2 days in the garage, 8 hours each day. Hey, Timmy Globetrotter, I'm jealous of your Total trip. I think that was a pretty cool trip. I got another one going on. Told I'm doing a Land Cruiser. I'm trying to work on a Land Cruiser trip. I got to hear back. I haven't heard back from them. I should email them. Working on that and see if things take off. I was actually, so I'm kind of disappointed or I'm kind of happy. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So I looked at the stats, and over the last 30 days, this channel has added 72 subscribers, which I think is pretty good, right? And I added, I think over the weekend, I added 8 subscribers over the weekend. But then I went to this site called, I have it pulled up. It's called Social Blade, and it gives you predictions on how fast you're growing and where you're going to end up. And this prediction says that by when I'm going to hit 1,000 subs in this channel and finally make some money, by the time I get to that point, it's going to be 89 days from now. It's going to be October 28, 2018. To hit 2,500 subs, it's going to take 763 days. It'll be September 1st, 2020. And hit 5,000 subs, it's going to be June 2nd, 2023. 1,767 days. I'm kind of thinking, oh, I hope that's not the case. Well, the trend picks up. like holy cow. So yeah, I've been sharing like crazy. I'm on the Facebook groups, like sharing stuff, like doing everything I can to promote the damn page because I don't want to have 1,767 days by the time I get to 5,000 subs. And I was looking at the math, like what I could be making right now is where's it at? It's user summary. My estimated monthly earnings right now are $72. So yeah, you're paying the water bill. Yeah, exactly. $72 for all the views I'm getting currently. Doug, you're telling everybody, hey, thanks, Doug. Keep spreading the word. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just funny. So I was kind of like happy I'll hit 1,000 subs eventually, but I was kind of sad too because that's 89 days from now, which I don't think that's the case. I think that if I go to Silverado launch and if I go to Sierra launch and do videos live from there, I think I'll catch on. I've been noticing on this channel the vehicle reviews do pretty well. So I'm getting a Atlas R line tomorrow, which I'm really excited. The VW, I'm really excited for that. I've driven it like 20 minutes, and it's a really important SUV for VW. So I'm really excited to see that. I'm going to move my screen a little bit. I'm getting the Hyundai, the like Sunday Hyundai Kona tomorrow too. So I'm getting 2 vehicles. So I figure I'm going to put a Land Cruiser out and do the 2 vehicles and then see where we end up. So I don't know. Really enjoyed that diesel video. I'm sure you did. I still have on the channel. I'm the only truck guy at work. Oh, Sean, I got more truck guys. Come on, that's just ridiculous. Oh, Oh, and I started more arguments with people online. That was kind of fun. Apparently, Leigenfelter, what's that guy's name? Ken Leigenfelter, whatever his name is. He bought a station wagon, really cool station wagon, apparently. And my colleagues were not happy with me at all when I kind of was like, blah. so, so yeah, it was kind of, they weren't happy at all. A Hyundai on a Sunday. I know, I'm trying to say that right. And I guess I need to watch more football. Didn't they sign the agreement to do the NFL? Aren't they like NFL lead sponsor or something? I don't know. They invited me to that Veloster drive, Veloster, whatever they call that thing. And I actually would have gone, but I was too busy. I was flying someplace else. So, but I don't really. I mean, I know the Santa Fe, right? That's the Santa Fe. Yeah, I think it's Santa Fe. I enjoyed that. I interviewed the engineer on it. It's a nice SUV, but don't know anything else. I have no idea. I'm not a football fan. It's interesting. Football is kind of changing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as this next year. I can't make it through the games anymore. I just get bored. I want to switch channel. It's like I want to watch the last 20 minutes of the game. Because last 20 minutes, the fourth quarter, all I get to watch fourth quarter because all the games is decided in the fourth quarter. Know anything about Ranger Raptor? Ooh, I don't. I want to. I have a long-range plan of flying to Mexico. And because in Mexico, you can drive the Hilux, the Tacoma, the Navara, and the Frontier. And I think maybe the Ranger Raptor could actually get into Mexico. So I have this long-range plan of doing that. I'd love to do like a Hilux versus Tacoma, like back-to-back comparison drive, Navara Frontier like thing. But I hear that you can buy the both at dealer lots. But this is all stuff I hear, so I haven't verified it at all. But I really want to go to Mexico City and like spend a couple days driving some vehicles like that. I've been seeing some of the reviews coming out on the Ranger Raptor. There's been a few Australian firms that I guess they had the first drive, and a couple New Zealand journalists that were posting about it. So I've seen some of the videos on that. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's going to come to America. I think it will. It's a no-brainer to me. Ford won't announce anything until probably January. Detroit Auto Show would be their timing. So I keep my eyes peeled. I haven't gone to Detroit for a couple of years, but I'm thinking about going. There's a lot of news happening there these days. It's like that with NASCAR too. Just watch the last 20 minutes. Yeah, last 20 minutes. Yeah, NASCAR does the stages, which I tried to watch Daytona this year, and the stages just confused me. It was like 4 horse races combined into one thing. I don't know. NASCAR is in trouble, and I was reading some stories about that, and they said some of the guys claim that it's because they lost their roots. Like they started going to California a lot, and they started going to places a lot, and they just lost their core audience. So I don't know. Interesting. I refuse to watch until some regulations about the national anthem, are in place. Although it's my belief that standing should be mandatory. Yeah, I don't know if I want to weigh in on the standing thing. It's just kind of weird. It's like I understand the players' right for free speech, and I think they should have a right to do that. But I understand people's emotions, national anthem. I get that too. I've had some discussions with people on that too. So I don't know. I will say this. I'm going to make this very public statement. I will say this, that I think it's a good thing that the players did it last year because it got the owners to wake up, and now the NFL is like taking a hard look at the issue. So I think it worked, but I think if you're going to kneel this year, it's probably not going to work because it's kind of a past story. They got their attention. The owners have committed millions of dollars to addressing the issue, and they're going to work towards addressing the issue. So I think it worked in that sense. But I think any more kneeling now is just going to distract away from the game because I think the owners came together. They made some good statements. But there's a lot of old white guys that run these teams, and they don't think racism exists, and it's a whole crazy thing. I think racism exists. I've seen it. I've seen social injustice. I've seen that personally. So I think that worked in that realm, but I think that they, it's like, come on, let's move on from this issue. And I think they are. I think the NFL, I'm excited this year because I think it's going to change. But I got fishing to do. I got hunting to do. I got tags for Wyoming and Nebraska. I got golf to do. I got truck to work on. Sundays around here are like 70 degrees and sunny. Man, I'm not going to be downstairs watching NFL. I like NFL at night or like when it's dark and I can't go outside or snowing. And that's where I'm at with that. NASCAR is the best in the first and last laps. I try to watch. I really do. My colleagues love Formula One. Do you guys ever watch Formula One? The really fast cars. I guess I don't know the way to describe it. It's Formula One. Can you guys watch Formula One? I can't do it. There's a new rule regarding that this year. I believe you're required to stand. I think you're right. I read that too. You're not going to stand. You're permitted on the field. You're not permitted on the field during the anthem. I think I read the same thing. And then but teams are being dicks about it, right? So there was the Carolina Panthers. Somebody came out and said that if you don't come out to the field, you'd be fined, and made a whole deal about it. Protest is in a way to convey the proper message. Yeah. Owners too stupid to fix it. Owners make some dumb decisions. Can I come out with you? It's hot here. Heat index today was 102. We're having the weirdest weather. My father-in-law was over. We were talking about it the other day. It was 70 degrees and partly cloudy today. We have more than 7 inches more rain right now than we have on the record. Like, I guess I said that totally terrible. But anyway, so we're supposed to have, rainfall totals. We're up 7 inches. 7 inches more than normal. I wore a sweater this morning. It's freaking July 30th. I wore a sweater doing some videos this morning because it was so damn cold in my office. I was that hydrogen fuel cell semi story that I put up, the video you're gonna see, it's on there. I had 16 takes on that. 16, because I kept messing it up. So it's so freaking cold. It was crazy. It was insane. You like Formula One racing? All right. I guess I like Baja if I can watch it. Baja is hard to cover. Like really big go-karts, but watching the whole race is hard. Yeah. I don't know. 24 hours of Le Mans. I had a friend who got a cubicle, I guess, in the area, and he was like going to watch the whole thing. And the cubicle had like TVs, and he walked out, and there was like a mechanics station or something like that. He got totally invited by Toda, and Gazoo Racing was there, something like that. And I was like, man, you're in a cubicle watching a race with mechanics next door, and you're watching this 24-hour Le Mans thing. I said, that's like my personal hell. Like I could not handle that. Like So yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's not me. I'm really excited about tractor pulls. The county fair's in town, and good old tractor pull in the mud. I enjoy that. I'm gonna try to take the boys, see if I can get them out of the damn house, away from their Xbox. My favorite racing is a time trial Isle of Man. All right, I'll give you that one. I thought Goodwood is interesting. I like Goodwood because of the different vehicles. Bet your grass is growing. Weeds too, like weeds. Like I needed to mow big time last night, and I finally did. I took a break after the engine and just mowed for a while. It's a good stress release, because the engine was frustrating. I liked your truck story. I put out 2 today. So which one? 4 guys died last year at Isle of Man. Oh, that's why you like to watch, isn't it? You like to watch people die. All right. You're 6. All right. So you like watching that. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. That's different. I don't know. No, yeah. What else is going on? Ford has the EcoBoost all in their high output EcoBoost, which I want to do a video, and Ford is going to hate me, and they already kind of don't like me anyways. But here's my thought. Here's my thought on this. The EcoBoost is supposed to be about fuel economy, right? And so then you take a high output EcoBoost, put in a Raptor for performance. And now people want the EcoBoost throughout the lineup because they want that same high output. It doesn't have good fuel economy. The Raptor doesn't have good fuel economy at all. So do people want the EcoBoost because of fuel economy, or because it's more fun to drive? Because it's turbocharged. You get off the line, you feel like you're driving fast. So what do you think? I think it's because people like the joy to drive. It's more fun to drive than the 5-liter V8 because it's quicker off the line. I don't think people like it because of the fuel economy. I think people like it because it's more fun to drive. So hey, send me some thoughts on that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm iffy. No, I like see those dudes zipping through the small towns, 186 miles per hour. Yeah, because you're like waiting for them to crash. That's what you're doing, Johnny. I know. I'm reading between the lines. How many miles were on the TRD Pro Tundra that you drove? Hmm. Um, you know, the guy I rode with, Eric Volk. No, I didn't say it right. I can't really. He said his name a few times. I didn't say it. He's with Four Wheel Drive Owners Magazine. Really great guy. Read it a lot of time. I want to say he remarked on this. He remarked how many miles were on the vehicle, and I don't really care because most of them were really low miles, anyways. But I want to say it was about 300 and some miles on it. So I think that they probably have 2 to 3 of all those TRD Pros we drove, and they cycle them through a couple different events, and then when they're done, I know the 4Runner and Tacoma are pre-production, so they'll get crushed, I think, and I think the Tundra might get crushed as well. I don't think they'll sell them. I think they're gonna get crushed. So they may have 1,000, maybe 1,500 miles on them, and they'll get crushed. They got loaded in the. I didn't put the part of my video. It was kind of weird. We left the hotel. And the guy was loading in the Tundra, Tacoma, and 4Runner. Really cool thing. It had like a lift kit inside the semi and was lifting and putting them around. And we're going to dinner, and I was trying to take some video, and it didn't really work out. So I thought I was going to put it in my video. But the new thing with YouTube is every 20 seconds left in your video, you do an end screen where you can put your logo to subscribe and such. So it's always a game trying to figure out what we can talk in those last 20 seconds to get people to still watch it and see that. I didn't think anybody would watch that in a little small window. I don't know. And then I also forgot about it. So, that kind of worked. Your total truck one's the one I saw. There's 2 videos today, Sean. Get busy. You got homework after this. When you average 135 miles an hour within 38 miles, that is moving. A creative way to spell that, by the way, too. I like it. Yeah. EcoBoost engines sucked from whatever. They suck gas. But they're fun to drive, and I love driving them. They're a lot of fun. I'm getting a F-150 Super Crew. Yeah, I'm getting it. Let me see my calendar. I actually was getting so many new vehicles coming up. I created a calendar listing to keep track of all this stuff because it was kind of weird. If you guys are curious, I don't know, you guys may be curious. Anyway, so Atlas and Hyundai Kona, which my plan is now I'm going to do videos of these 2 things, send them off my clips because I have to do a clip every time I see when I get these vehicles. And I'm going to try to sell them elsewhere, but these vehicles have been covered so many times, I probably can sell them. But I really want to drive them, and so I'm going to drive them for a couple days, do a video, drive a couple days, do a video. I'll take some photos too. And then okay. So then I get a VW Golf and a Lexus NX. Yes, I'm getting a Golf, and the reason for that is because I'm a long distance loan. They got to keep the vehicles going. So he told me he's going to try to split something in for that Golf, but it may just get the Golf. I don't mind the Golf as long as it's a stick shift Golf. It's a lot of fun. And then I get the Buick Envision. The loan officer said that was a new vehicle. They haven't loaned it up very much. So it should be low miles. I believe that's the SUV, right? Buick Envision. There's so many SUVs these days. It's hard to keep track of them. So images. Yeah. It's a small little, maybe compact or midsize SUV. I don't get many Buicks, so I'm kind of excited about that. Audi A4. I get as well. And that's the car, right? Yeah, I'm getting a car, Audi A4, which it's fine to mix it up with a car. And I've done a couple car reviews on this channel, and you guys have kind of watched them. So Truck Guy does car reviews. Maybe curious. And then, the Super Crew comes, I flipped away a bit, the end of September. No, the 1st September. So Labor Day weekend. I'll take that camping. I'm going camping down in Colorado. Family camping trip. I'll take the Super Crew down there. It's gonna be perfect to take it down there. And then that's my schedule. And I'm trying to go to I have a mountain driving experience in Colorado in September, and I'm trying to do that Land Cruiser museum tour in September. So yeah. All right, here we go. Guess I'm doing homework tonight. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Yeah, hit subscribe. Can you get an Audi R8? I could. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I can go drive one. I can probably get a I can go get one in Track Days. They have a lot of R8s. Who was it? Not Hyundai, Acura, the NSX. The PR rep was mad at me because I wouldn't drive it. But I have no audience for that kind of stuff. What am I going to do with an NSX? Like I got nothing. All right. So my wife has a 2018 Kia Niro. If you'd like to review one of those, I actually did review one of those. I went fishing with Kia last year in the was it Bozeman or Billings? I think it's Bozeman I went to. And boy, that baby struggled going to Bozeman. 80 miles an hour going up and down those hills. And had those, was it small turbo? And I think it was. I had my foot in the floor. And it was, that was a fun trip. That it did not go well. I keep trying to Johnny, but okay, so here we go. I got to get back in this. I keep trying Johnny, but my phone is made by Ford. Knock it out. I like the Ford. I like Ford a lot. The EcoBoost just makes me wonder. It's just, I don't know. They tell me people buy them like crazy. They tell me that's the best selling engine they have is EcoBoost. I haven't talked to a lot of owners that like get great fuel economy. Every owner I've talked to loves driving it. Fun off the line. Fantastic. But not good fuel economy. Hey, Keenan. Yes, you can. So here's the deal with that. I have a whole box of these. Really, I'll show you. I have a whole box. I have a whole box of these things. All right, look. Oh, and I got here's the deal. I'll give you the secret behind the secret. So I was thinking about let me give you two. So I kind of wanted this scruffed up a little bit, and so they took a razor to this and kind of scruffed it up. And I don't know. I kind of like this style better though. So I have one of these. So if you want this one, let me know. So it's $20, $5 for shipping and handling because I gotta go buy a box and do the postal stuff. And I'll throw in that Nissan Kicks hat you want, Keenan. Send it to tim@pickuptrucktalk.com on PayPal. Just PayPal me that, and I will mail them to you. Mail you one, $20. Some, it cost me like $15 a hat, so I'm trying to make a little bit of money. All right, and I don't know if $5 is enough. I'll take the loss there if it's not enough, but I'm just kind of guessing at this point. So that's what we got. I got 10 of these. One sold. So I'm wearing one, so I got 8 left. So we got only 8. All right. Yeah, then it's like, yeah, I was supposed to drive one. He got all mad at me because I wouldn't drive it. I don't know. I got yelled at by the Ford rep driving a Shelby to last year's RMDE event. He like spec'd it out for drag racing or some kind of crap. Then he wanted me to hammer it, and I'm like, dude, it's my ticket. I'm like, you didn't pay for the ticket? He goes, no. He goes, well, drive faster. I'm like, no, I'm not driving faster. It's my damn ticket. In the middle of Colorado, all these new cars driving through the mountains. We were up in Devil's Thumb. Yeah, Devil's Thumb. And sorry, there's Devil's Tower, Wyoming, Devil's Thumb. And so I was like, no. And he got all mad at me. And I was like, yeah, screw that. Damn, guys. All right. She loves it. Averages 50 miles a gallon with that part electric motor thing. Yeah, it's a hybrid. Well, that's a great emote. The little icons, emojis. Yeah, great emojis. Yeah, I think in the right circumstance, the Nero would be perfect. But boy, 80 miles an hour in the mountains and the rolling terrain. Cutting, it gave it all she's got, and that's all I had. Needed some more. He's pretty excited about. I am pretty excited about these damn hats, Johnny. Order a damn hat. You asked for these hats last week. Order a damn hat. I'm really excited about these hats. I've done hats over the years. I've done brochures. I've done business things over the years. They all kind of like crap. They all look terrible. This I think looks pretty badass, and it kind of fits the persona of a pickup truck site. Pretty damn excited. All right. You like the the one? Do you like the one that's cut up? Was that the one on my left? It's hard to tell. Like my screen left, my shoulder. This is my right shoulder. It'll be the one on the right. The left one is the one that's not. So there's one and this is just a razor blade. So yeah. I think it's $20, Johnny 5. It's $20 for this. I make $5 because it has for $15 a piece, and $5 for shipping. I think that covers everything. I think $5 should be funny, right? Shipping. A box is like what, not even $1. Wrap it up, tape it, $2-3 for shipping. Slow snail shipping. I don't know. Yeah. Find out exactly how much everything will cost. Let us know, man. No, I think that's about. I think it's right. Well, the thing is, shipping changes, right? So no matter where you're at, but I think shipping's gonna be a couple dollars. So here's what I'll do. You guys are early guys. You guys are moderators. Order some, and I'll send them to you, and we'll kind of go from there. I won't take a loss on them. My brother's gonna pick one up when he comes out this way anyway, so it's fine. I need to. That's my guess at this moment. But I'm thinking we do some hats. I like hats. Mark does T-shirts at Thunder234. T-shirts are fine, but my belly changes throughout the year. It gets bigger, smaller, and T-shirts only work for me. So just send them that way. Yeah, $25 total to PayPal. Yep, Tim@pickuptrucktalk.com. I added to my PayPal, so it should work. Farmer Dan hat, right hand. Farmer Dan hat, right hand. The one that's all so I have this. It's this one. I have this BF Goodrich hat that's done exactly like this. I took the BF Goodrich hat into the hat place, and the BF Goodrich has some strings hanging down on it. Okay. Well, they're not that way on purpose. They're that way because I beat the hell out of that hat. That's my work around the garage hat. Like I was on the ground underneath the truck, unbolting stuff. Yeah, I beat the hell out of the hat. So he wanted to do the same thing. He was going to take a little razor blade and like make little cuts. And then I'm kind of glad he didn't because I don't know if I like it go that far. But this is just a little razor that just kind of cut it a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe I'll make some stickers too. I don't know. I kind of like it. I actually gonna make some. I'm making some business changes. I think I'm looking. I got some stuff in my head. I'll let you know. The sites continue, and the YouTube's gonna continue. My concern is the podcast. I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. I don't know. I'm thinking that one through. I'm trying to simplify my life because I'm tired. All right. I like the one that looks like run. Yeah, it does. It does look like run over. So I think they need a little oil on them. Like I'll take a little oil from my garage. Just like my BF Goodrich hat. Damn thing's nasty. I don't care. It's perfect. Yeah. You got to diversify your bonds. Did you have your one beer, Johnny? Have you had your one beer? Are you like tipsy now? It's all right. We're friends here. You can tell me if you're tipsy. Did you notice Mark didn't have a live stream tonight? I actually Twitter messaged him, and he was like talking about he didn't respond. Then he put out a video of the 1794 that he got as a press loan. So he is smitten right now with his press loan. So he is probably not going to be on tonight because he's too busy being smitten. Have you all seen the Wu-Tang Clan skit on Dave Chappelle's show? I have not. I will say I'm watching more YouTube, and I should be able to find that somewhere. I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately, like a lot. And I was really curious to see how Roman was doing his Tacoma videos. Yeah, so him and I, so we were on the same trip, and then we put out our videos today. So I did Tacoma, Tundra, and 4Runner all together, and he did Tacoma today, and then he did 4Runner on TFL car instead of TFL truck. I think that he told me he's going to do that. And then he did, I don't know if he did Tundra out today too. I was going to look. So it's interesting because, a lot of times you travel with colleagues and you don't really, you don't share a whole lot. No, he just did Tacoma. But I think it's interesting because remember he put that Tacoma out a while ago? And he kind of broke embargo, and then he pulled it. It's not on there now. So he pulled it back, and then he ran it this morning, and it says part 1 of 3. So I guess he's going to run 3 videos in a row, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I like watching. So the more I do YouTube, the more I kind of watch the people, what they're doing, and see what's going on. And it's interesting to watch what he does because he has a really good mindset on business, but it's a lot different than mine. So it's kind of interesting. You guys are all about Johnny being drunk. Yeah, Johnny's drunk. Yeah, it's happening. Um, so yeah, so there, I just ranted about something you guys have no don't care about at all professionally. Oh, who was it? Somebody asked me how I got into journalism. Right? Yeah, I think that was on I think it was on Mark's channel. So, fun fact: I answered a Craigslist ad. Yeah, the editor for Tacoma headquarters and Tundra headquarters was a Craigslist job offering, and so I was looking to diversify my creative services business. I do web design and graphic design and PR for nonprofits and small businesses, and I answered a Craigslist ad, and here we are 7 years later, I think it is, and I parlayed that into the business I have today and all the freelance gig I had. And I have a degree in journalism. I went to Metro State University, or Metro State College. Now it's a university. And the fun story is I was taking English 1020, and 1020 is a persuasive writing class. And I got done with the class, and I went to the professor, and I said, "Hey, I kind of enjoyed this class. I've never been a writer before. I've never written that much before in my life." I said, "It's maybe something I need to look into." And she's looked at me. She says, "You kind of pissed me off." And I was like, "I kind of pissed you off?" And she says, "Yeah, you kind of pissed me off." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "Well, this is a persuasive writing class. And quite often when I read your stories, I don't know what side you're on because you present both sides so well. You'd be a fool not to be a journalist." So, changed my major. I was a business bullshit major and got my degree in journalism, and the rest is history. I did find her about 2 3 years ago now, I think it is, and I sent her an email telling her what I've written and where I've been at and the stuff on the wall, the stories I've written, and thanked her for stuff. And she emailed back. She was really appreciative about it. I think it's cool. Like, teachers never hear that. They never, they don't deal with a lot of successes very often as much as you'd like them to. My wife's teacher, trust me, I know this. And so it's kind of cool to get the, to be able to reach out to her and like share that story. And, it's funny. It's like, I've been doing this for years, and I was a referee. I was a football referee, baseball referee, umpire. I did flag football to make money, ends meet. I just had a Facebook memory. This time, let's see, it'd be this year, or this time, I don't know, 3 years ago, I guess what the thing was. I finally put my kids in daycare for the whole time. They're 8 and 6 now. And I was a stay-at-home dad with them. I would work during the day, staying with them. We'd go to the park. We'd go buy groceries, that kind of stuff. And then at night, I would do flag football. And I would work 4 or 5 games and get off at 1 o'clock in the morning and come home and be up with the boys. Wife would go to work at 8 o'clock, and I'd have them all day. I did that for several years until I built my business to the point where I guess it was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that, that I finally sat down and realized that I never had to go back to the office. I have enough gigs out there that I can make, ends meet. And it's really just a matter at this point of like creating my own outlets, my own revenue sources, which is what this channel is going to be, to make it more of a not so much high and low as far as when I get paid to do stuff. So yeah, it was kind of one of those things. All right. Was it into casual encounters? No, it wasn't casual encounters. No, my lesson from the recession of '07 was diversify. And so I diversified. I'm still the communications director for a nonprofit in Denver. We're a food bank. I still do their Twitter and social media, and I still do press releases. I update their website. I design their brochures and their packets for special events and such. I've been doing that for quite a while. And then I started doing this auto journalism on the side. And the business on some days is more the auto journalism than PR work. Some days it's not. Just depends on the day, like what's gonna take my interest. And I'm kind of thinking I'll do these work on these old trucks, and that'll help offset some income too. I just don't want to work in the office. I can't stand it. And living in the area I do now, I don't have a choice. Like this is the income I have to bring in for the area. I can't. I mean, there's not a lot of good jobs around here for what I'm doing. So I don't know. I never know what's going to change your path in life. Yeah, I've had a couple of those, and fortunately, I've listened to them each time, and I've opened the doors. It's crazy how many people say no, and how many people don't want to take that leap of faith. I get it all the time. People can't handle what I do. The paycheck to paycheck people, they can't think of that stuff. They can't handle it. They think it's bizarre. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't think anything I do is weird. I think everything I do is pretty normal at this point. It's to me, I'm a salesman, I'm a writer, I'm a creative professional. I mean, it's just like I just, this is what I do, and so I don't think of anything different than that. I try to get better. I always try to get better at my videos. I'm always critiquing my videos. I want those gimbal things. I don't have to hold the camera anymore. I get the audio mic so I can get the mic down, and yeah, there's things could do and improve. But I keep trying to put out content because I fully believe, and I will always believe, that no matter how many gimmicks you have, how many drones you fly, how many angles you have, how much 4K you shoot, how great audio you have the big boom mic over your head. I fully believe no matter how much you have of that stuff, it really still comes down to your personality and content. Like if you have all that stuff, but you're putting out covering boring topics in a boring way, I still don't people will think people will watch you. The more I've seen YouTube, the more it's like, I think my channel can get somewhere. I think things can take off because I do something different than everybody else. And, I think it really boils down to, I think that content's interesting. I like it, and I hope you like it too. I mean, that's kind of my philosophy. So, all right. I'm being all wise and thinking about stuff. I should rub my beard. All right. Don't like the situation currently in. Just wait 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the realest statement of the night. Yeah, I've been married and divorced twice. Trust me, I've run those changes in the path. Real is my real friend. Hey, yeah, all right, Johnny, you have the man's beard. I can't grow it like you. I don't know. I've thought about it, and I've done a little bit, but I got to keep it tight. This I actually grew this because of the cold up here, because it gets so damn cold in the winter that I needed some protection. This is protection. I was gonna shave it off during the summer, and I've shaved it a few times off in the summer, but I just kind of keep it. We've got spiritual tonight. I know it's like very spiritual. I need to switch it up. I need to do something different. Here. So here's your question for my channel. Here's your question, guys. You guys are the moderators. You guys get this. Should I do more of this? Should I do more off-roading like this? This is my question for myself. Look how badass that is. Like, this is the FJ Summit thing, which, look at this. You guys are big Toyota fans. Look at this BDS suspension stuff. Okay, that is just cool. Oh, and here's the backside. Yeah. 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 You guys. So I was invited on a. I can't do it, but I was invited to go on a cruiser ride, FJ cruiser ride. They are driving from Denver to Moab, and they're going to visit Denver to Salt Lake City. They're going to visit Land Cruiser Museum. The guy that runs Toyota, what's it called? TCT Magazine. TCT Magazine. I want to know what the thing is. It's TCT. It's I don't know. No, it's TCT Toyota Magazine. Anyways, I met that guy in URA, and I invited him up. He's actually thinking about coming up, staying at my house for a night and hanging out. And if he does, we're gonna do a live stream together, because that'd be kind of cool. And he organizes a trail run from Denver to Salt Lake City to visit the Land Cruiser Museum. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I'd like to do that. I'm thinking about more of that stuff. There's actually an 80s relic run. They take 1980s vehicles, old Chevys and Fords and Blazers and Broncos and such, and they do a 4 or 5 day trail ride and a overlanding through the southwest part of the country. I'm not sure exactly where they go to, but you have to have a carburetor, and you got to have all this stuff. And they said that they've had lots of problems. They've actually had to fix things on the trail quite often because things break down in that era. So yeah, and they do like an 80s night and have 80s hors d'oeuvres, and watch they watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I mean, they just all that kind of stuff. So I thought about doing that. I don't know. I'll hold your whiskey. Once again, I'm volunteering. So here's the story: is that I have another C10. I have another C10 that I don't know what to do with. It's got a moonroof or sunroof and bucket seats, and so I'm kind of tempted to like lift it and put some 35s maybe on it because the wheel well is really deep, and put some 35s. Go get some Chevy 3/4 ton and 1 ton axles, and you put 35s on there, and then I was gonna switch it out. I was gonna switch it out big 4-wheel drive. My plan was to go get a Chevy pickup, the 3/4 ton, 1 ton Chevy pickup 4-wheel drive, and just swap the body with the frame and extend the. I was gonna extend the bed, like make it a longer bed, or just flatbed it. Just put some wood down, just flatbed it. And I don't know. I kind of thought I having fun with it. I don't know. I live in Tennessee. I have to volunteer. Yeah, you start singing Rocky Top a little bit, so we'll be all concerned. Build it all-wheel drive. It could. I don't know. I have this thought about doing something crazy. The more I work on these pickups, the more it's like the stock pickup is cool. I mean, it's good. I'll have this done, and it'll be fun to have this done. I'm going to sell it and see if I can make any money off of it. And I'll do a couple more, but I keep running these other vehicles. I really want a Power Wagon, but thanks to legacy Power Wagons out in Idaho, Driggs, Idaho, Power Wagons are hell of expensive these days. Yeah, I don't know. I thought about doing it. I actually really have thought about doing it and overlanding with these guys. I mean, I don't know. The problem is my boys are 8 and 6, and so by the time I could take them with me, I guess we could do a summer run. It's interesting because I could see myself doing like a monster gasser, right? I'd have to do crew cabs. I have to fit 4, and lifting it and doing like a tent on top of it, maybe a tent we take with us, and go out camping and overlanding a couple days. Yeah. Make them help you build it. I can't get them off the damn couch. Like I'm gonna help them make me build it. Yeah, ain't gonna happen. I don't know. So I have a thought about doing something like that, just because it's like, why not? I got time, and I'm working on putting a garage out. If I do a garage, it'll be a 2.5 car garage with a workspace in it. So I have plenty of room. I'm hoping to do like 10-foot ceilings or 10-foot peak. I was gonna do a steel frame, a 10-foot peak A-frame with 8.5-foot sides. So you can take speed. Oh, I've been there. I did the no electronics. I hid those. I took the Xbox, all those things, put it in a box. We had 2 days no electronics for like 4 or 5 hours. You know what happened? They wouldn't leave me alone. And the wife's not here. She's been gone for like 8 days or something on a business trip. So I had to cave in. Today I watched TV all day, and I just don't care. I'm just done with it at this point. Just done fighting the fight. So yeah. That's kind of my thought. So, I mean, because this FJ, I mean, come on. That thing's just badass. And, I know the Metal Tech guys. I met that guy. Yeah, it's like FJ Cruiser, FJ Summit. So I guess I didn't talk more about that. I'm going to do a story for Treads Magazine. And if you guys ever read Treads Magazine, man, it's crazy. Pretty cool stuff. So he wants like 4 or 5 stories. So I'm going to send it to him, stuff like that. But Expedition Portal, the guys that write Overland Journal, I met the editor and I pitched him a few ideas. And so, it's going to be like doing more of that stuff, but I don't know if there's any money in it. I don't know. So you guys saw the videos with, Expedition Overland, the company that does the long distance trips. Clay's pretty cool. And Kurt's cool. I mean, Clay and Kurt are both pretty cool. And I interviewed Clay, and, he's got a good business, but he's gone on the road a lot, and I just don't know. I just don't know if I want to be that's where I want to be. I kind of like my house too. I mean, guys, I got a big ass house, and I gotta keep up with it. So it'd be interesting. You take your boys and whatever you build, get the itch in the next generation. So my 6-year-old will come out and he'll help me. He's got a little toolbox. He puts on big goggles. He helps me. 8-year-old doesn't give a crap, but he's like 8 going on 15. So that's kind of what I want to keep. It's kind of one of the reasons I want to keep building trucks or pickups. I don't call them trucks because trucks are 1 ton and 2 ton. Those are trucks. Well, the reason I want to keep building pickups in a way is to keep them interested. Like My dad never did that stuff, and now my dad's retired, and he plays golf all the time. I like golf, but I want to do something more where I get a really good sense of accomplishment. And building a pickup, taking it from the scrap heap and turning it into something, is a really good sense of accomplishment. Like I love driving Swede. I mean, I didn't do the body work on him, but I did everything else, and it's a great sense of accomplishment driving him. And so I want them to have the same sense of accomplishment, but I want them to really have balance in life. I'm a big fan of balance. You watch TV a little bit, you play video game a little bit, you work on a pickup a little bit, you do your schoolwork a little bit. I mean, life to me is all about balance. And once you get too far one way or the other, life isn't very much fun. Like I couldn't work on the engine tonight. I was going to work on putting distributor on, and I was going to paint the exhaust manifold and put that on, but I take a break because I just was done. I needed a time out for myself and take the time to do it. So I think that's the thing about balance. Big key in life. How many of 13-year-olds can rebuild a carburetor? Not very many. I got in a fight with one of my journalists because he got all mad at me because I'm writing a book on restorations, and I've never technically restored a truck. I've got them running. I've maintained them, and he got all mad because he's like, "Well, you should be able to have the experience I haven't done before you do it." I said, "Why?" I said, "Why can't I learn while I'm writing the book? I mean, I'm putting in things I'm actually learning, and I'm just doing the same. I'm just regurgitating what I'm learning." I spent 3.5 hours on transmissions the other day, reading about power glides and 3 in a tree and 4 speeds. Like, I'm putting a lot of time and effort in this book. I don't think that's a problem at all. And it's a daily driver restoration. I'm not restoring it down to spec. So, I don't know. I just don't say no very well. I do a lot of, I'll figure it out. And I do it. That's kind of the plan. Don't know how many kids know what a carb is. They do. They know what a carb is. It's like protein. It's like a saturated fat. They know what a carb is. My kids know what carbs is because we talked to them about how they need to have more vegetables and less carbs. Ha, gotcha on that one. I didn't know how to rebuild a carburetor three years ago. I think it was the first time I rebuilt one, and I watched a couple of YouTubes, got the instructions out, and I rebuilt it. Now, I didn't take it all the way down and replace the jets and everything. I just replaced the parts I could. I forget what the parts were, but new gaskets, and worked with the float and changed some of the springs. And so it's like, I can do that stuff. I got to take apart the transmission, which is kind of stressing me out. I got to take the gears out, take the bearings out, and take photos of the whole thing, put it back together. I haven't done that work, and I've never really. So the engine I took it apart. I took the head off. I put new gaskets all the way around. I put my my lube on it to get the gaskets to seal, and I took that all down. And I cleaned the pistons, took all the carbon buildup off of them. But I've never taken like the pistons out and changed the crankshaft, and I've never done that degree. But I put in the book like, hey, if you want to rebuild it to that degree, there's a great book, and Car Tech Books makes a book on rebuilding a 350 or a Chevy small block. So read that book. But this is just new gaskets because you don't want some bitch to leak, which they do. If they've been sitting for a long time, Swede leaks like crazy. Swede's outside. He's that way. They leak like crazy. So that was my point in the book. Like, hey, change the gasket out so it doesn't leak like a sieve. So I just think that's you can do it. I just don't like saying no. Let's see. You are correct. Are you? No, I'm not. I'm not doing a full restoration. It's gonna be a daily driver. Yeah. Something to be what it is. It's what I think it is. I don't agree with full restorations. I just think it's boring anymore. Like that time passed, but I still enjoy the body styles of the pickups. I still enjoy the natural aspirated, the gas, the carburetor, the air cleaner, and how easy they are to work on. I think everybody needs an old pickup, and plus, you always need an old pickup. Trash, running a dump, getting a load of rock. Everybody needs an old pickup. That's kind of thing. 3 in a tree. I haven't heard that in a while. Yeah, it's column shift 3 in a tree. So what's interesting is 60 to 66. They offered the 3 in a tree, and they offered an automatic, but you can't hardly find them. I can only find 4 in the floor, which is what Sweet is. And I was trying to figure out whether the transmission tunnel hump, still existed on automatic and column shift. and I did not come to an answer on that. I did some calls and did some stuff, and no idea. I think that they'd build the same cab and just switch out the covers, but no idea. All the way down, rejet and synchronization. Yeah, I hate syncing carbs. I did not do all the way down. I've done the part where I've replaced the parts they send you in the kit, and I've replaced the gaskets, and things work. So that's how far I've gotten. I haven't gotten anything farther than that because honestly, I haven't needed to. And frankly, this may sound like a cop out, but when you start looking at rebuild kits, I'm doing my hands here. But if you start looking at rebuild kits versus what it costs to buy you one that's already done from like Speedway or like what's the name of that? Rock Auto. I just buy the one already done. Just swap it out. For my time and money, what's going to take me to rebuild it all the way down, I just take the new transmission, unwrap it, put it in, put the old one in the box, and ship it back. It's, I don't have time and energy to spend on rebuilding carbs all the time. I'll do gaskets. I'll do the little floats. I'll do that kind of stuff. But if it's any more than that, I'm just buying another one and swapping it out. The Swede had a problem with the carburetor for a while, and I just swapped it out. It was $100, and it cost me double the rebuild kit, but bolt on, done. Not a big deal. Car rebuilds don't suck. It's the sinking part. Anyway, you're showing your age of 300. Yes, Sean. I'm rather older. What I realize is that all my colleagues and I are about the same age. Like when I do happy birthdays on Facebook, everybody's about the same age. We're all about our mid-40s. I'm early 40s. Some people are later 40s. Most people are middle 40s. I'm kind of in a generation now that's like we're the next upcoming. We are the upcoming generation. We're it. And now there's a generation below me coming up that is interesting. And the older generation is kind of like retiring. Like they're not around that much anymore. I have it down to where I can rebuild a carb with new jets, floats, and gaskets done in about 20 minutes. Yeah, I can do that. I mean, it's not that big a deal. No, don't tell me it's cheaper. It is. By the time I research it, order it, all that kind of stuff, and just swap it out, I mean, come on. Well, no, all right. So what I was saying was, if the rebuild kit doesn't work, I just buy another one. That's all there is. Just soak it in carb cleaner overnight. Dude, I buy carb cleaner in cases. I use it for everything. I'm working on the brakes. Man, I'll carb clean the hell out of those brakes. It works. It cleans them right up. And it cleans them right up. The wipe, it just spray, cleans right up. Yeah, works out great. I should get some more. I was actually cleaning some of the parts. And I got the guy who had the 66 parked outside facing west into the wind, and the mud on the damn starter. I couldn't even see the starter. Like I had to, and I want to get it nice, clean photo of the engine, all painted and done. And you'll see it on Instagram pretty soon. Or I'll do a video on it too. I want to get a nice, clean photo of everything, like everything looking really good. And I'm like black specked all the way down. I got a whole pile of work clothes I got to go in the washer because they're just nasty. Just nasty mud and grease and grime and all this damn thing. So, Dane Johnny, I'll send you mine your way. Mine here on. Yeah, that's impressive though. 20 minutes to do the carb. That is impressive. I'm up to clean carbs, $35 per carb plus parts. Really, you have that many carbs? I keep thinking about like carbs, like the nutrient carb, not about the carburetor. I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll get invested in fuel injected, but I sold my Tundra and I bought my 63 International because I wanted something different. And I don't need a vehicle that often. That was 4-wheel drive. That's when I sold to Mike Swear's chief engineer. And I got the Swede from the family. And so I've really enjoyed it. I got to tell you what, I enjoy spending my weekends working in my garage, working on this stuff. I'm not an expert. I'm not a mechanic. I do the YouTube stuff, Shady Tree, write my book because that's kind of the knowledge base I have. And that's what I got. And people can hate me over that. That's fine. That's what I got. But it's such a great sense of accomplishment when you get something like that running again. It really is. And looking good, and then you're driving it around. I mean, that's huge. Okay, we've probably gone way too far down the rabbit hole of old trucks. But hey, that's what I do. I do new trucks, old trucks, whatever. So yeah, you don't have to have formal education to know what you're doing. Yeah, I get so mad at the people that say, well, if you can't do that because you don't know how. That's a lot of negatives. Like, just figure it out. Like, there's manuals. I got service manuals this thick. I'm reading through. I'm watching YouTube. I'm on forums. I mean, and then you look at it like 66. Shit's not that complex. There's the engine. There's a starter. Cables connect to the battery. Connect to the key. You turn the key. Things move. It's not that hard. Just frustrates me. No, I'm not working on 2017 Porsches for crying out loud. I'm working on 60-year-old trucks or 50-year-old trucks, 58-year-old trucks by now. It's not that complex, and just frustrates me. People that say no all the time just drive me nuts. Fuel, fire, oxygen, yeah. You got to have all three, you know. And before I took the 66 apart, I put a new battery on, new battery cables, cleaned the grounds. That's the other thing. If you don't have clean grounds and you don't have good grounds, you're not getting anywhere. Clean the grounds, pull the choke, hit the gas a couple times, fired it up. There you go. Yeah, well, the Porsche got a thing called a computer. Those things are impressive. You can't. I mean, cars these days are so much more impressive because of the computer, but it's just a lot of electronics. Yeah, it just takes a lot of electronics. So there it is. Tear it in two, take it apart, fix it. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I mean, it's a great time. I decided I'm not going to do as many videos as I was planning on doing for the restoration project because it just sucks so much time and energy out to do the videos. Because like for the book, it's like put this bolt on, take a couple photos of it, and then say you can do it 6 more times. It's just crazy. It takes forever. My bathtub stop fell apart and a piece of metal went down the drain. Ooh. So now when I run water in the bathroom sink, it backs up in the tub. How do I get that piece of metal out of the pipe? Easy. Well, not easy. Not easy at all. So I learned this trick, and it may work for you. So you ever get the bathtub? All right, we're going to digress for a little bit. I'm over the 1 hour limit. Give me a second. I'm going to digress. This is the trick I use all the time. So my wife showers in the bathtub, and it gets hair built up in there. We all know this, right? And you take a shower, and your feet get all the water in it. So about every 6 months or so, I do this trick. And I learned it online. I was watching a YouTube video, and I did this. You take a wet dry vac. And on the bathtub, on the side wall, is the overflow drain that goes down. That if you put too much water in the bathtub, that water goes down and it goes down to the drain. So the bathtub works. It's got on the side, the drain goes like this, goes down and Y's, and that connects to the drain going down to the rest of your plumbing. And so what he did was he took off that overflow. It's just got 2 screws in it and a piece of metal. You take that off, right? And then on the drain in the bathtub, he took off whatever stopper you had, okay? And he takes the wet and dry vac, with the end of the hose, and puts it on the bathtub floor where the hole is, where the drain. Puts it over the top of the drain, takes his hand, and he holds it against the overflow. And what you're doing is you're creating a suction flow. And so by doing that, you're sucking the air from there out, and you're sucking the drain up. And so when you do that, you suck stuff up from the drain into the wet and dry vac. And you can switch it back and forth. You can go like this and switch it back and forth. And all you're doing is you're creating a vacuum that's sucking up stuff in that drain. And so, you know, you may see that. You may try that. You may take off. So it's 2 screws that hold on the overflow drain. And then whatever apparatus you have in the drain for the tub, we have a little thing that goes up and down and moves. I just pull that right out. And then you take your hand and you cover up that overflow, and you basically cover that pipe up so it creates a suction there. And you put your wet and dry vac over top of that, and you turn the wet and dry vac up, and it'll suck up everything from that drain upwards into the wet and dry vac. And I tell you what, I've done that several times, and it pulls the hair up. And then I take a needle nose plier because there's the drain's got a little cross on it where metal cross where stuff gets stuck. Little needle nose plier, and I take it in there and I pull the rest of the hair up, and I take my wet and dry vac, and it work together, and I get everything getting up off of that. But so there you go, Edwin. Maybe we fixed your bathtub issue. Yeah, when I run water in my bathroom sink, it backs up in the tub. So that may be something you want to try, because you got something stuck. So in your bath sinks, go down and they'll turn and they go into the drain. And so you may try to have, like your wife, like cover up the bathtub covers with her hands and go underneath the sink, and there'll be a trap. Take the trap off and go from the trap into the wall and put your wet and dry back into that trap, and then that pipe coming in, because pipe goes in, trap, and then sink. Take that all apart, put your hose in that pipe, and see if that can't get it free too. But somewhere you're going to suck that free. If you're not, you got to go underneath the house, because there'll be a trap somewhere. That's the metal piece is in the trap, and you got to figure out how to get to that trap, or you can try to suck it out. That may work. That was the problem I was having trying to plunge. It would just come up out the overflow, and I wouldn't cover it right enough. Yeah, it was a simple trick, and I do it, like I said, I do it probably every 3, 4, maybe 6 months, depending on how many times the wife showers in there. But it does work. You just close off the one hole, and just close the one hole, which is what Sean's saying. A plunger, you can do the same thing too. The problem with the overflow is that depending on how yours is built, mine's got a little lap. It's got the chrome piece. The wannabe chrome's got a little opening on the top, and I can't cover my hand. I just take it off. It's just got 2 screws. You just unscrew those, and you can get the access to the pipe and just cover that son of a bitch up. Take the plunger. You can do that too. You're just creating suction. Or I have a wet and dry vac. I have 2 of them, actually. I have one for the house. I bought a small one at Walmart. Had one for like $25. I have that we hang in the laundry sink, because we have kids and dogs, And I got a big one in the basement I've been using when we were renovating the house, or when we were not renovating, we were finishing the basement. But just put that sucker on there and see if you can't suck that free. And that worked for me, and it's worked pretty well. And again, I'm a YouTube plumber, man. I Google it, and now I know how that stuff works, which is great, because I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 bathroom sinks in this house. This house is 6 bedroom, 3.5, 2 3/4 bath. And so I gotta fix stuff. I can't call a plumber all the time, because I'd be broke. And so, hey, if that works for you, hey, let me know if that works for you. That'd be fun to hear if that works for you or not. Okay, you got lives. I got boys to take care of. Let's call it a night. Next Monday. Ooh, I don't know if I can do next Monday. Next Monday I'll be in Jackson for the Silverado drive. Well, here's the question. Well, no, they'll be embargoed. I can't talk about it. You guys are not gonna like that at all. I have embargoed, so I can't share the details. So do you guys want to do Sunday, or do you want to skip a week? I don't know. I could do Sunday, because I'm getting ready to leave. Let's do Sunday, because then I'll do Sunday. I can drive, and then I think the embargo will probably last till next week. So you probably do Monday again after the embargo, and then I'll be home, and then I'll go to Newfoundland. So Newfoundland's gonna be a problem too. I'll be gone Saturday through Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, Wyoming to do the we excuse me, the mic. No, Jackson, Wyoming. People call it Jackson Hole, but Jackson Hole is actually the I believe it's a ski resort. Jackson, Wyoming's the town, something like that. People always call it Jackson Hole. No, I'll be in Jackson Hole doing the Silverado drive. Excuse me. No, that's funny, Sean. Nebraska housing prices. Ask me next week. I'll tell you about the pricing houses. Make it early Sunday. Do you want is earlier this time? Do you want to do like a 4 o'clock? Does that work out better for you guys? Let's see. Wait a minute. Eastern Standard. So it is 7 p.m. right now, Mountain Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if we did earlier, it would be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, would be earlier, which is usually Mark's spot. So why don't I do a 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which would be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How's that? Damn, I was gonna link up with you, grill up, go out to drink a few beers, but no, it's Wyoming. I've been to Mississippi like I think twice, and business wise, I've been to personally a couple times. I'll have to see if I can't make it down there. Works. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down because I will forget it. So we're gonna talk about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Sunday, because then I fly out at 6 a.m. That worked good because I fly at 6 a.m. out of Scottsbluff to get to Jackson, Wyoming, and then I'll be there. I'll be there Tuesday. That's what I'm doing, right? I gotta look at my calendar again. Okay, and then yeah, and I fly back. I don't get back to like 8 o'clock Friday, Wednesday night, so I'll be there. I don't know how you spell Wyoming. You're pretty damn close. It's WYOMIG. We'll keep you up all night. No, I'm not staying up all night. I got things to do. Okay, boys, that's the story. Hey, order your hats. Hats. I got lots of them. Order hats. All right, boys. That's all I got. We'll see you next time. See ya.